There are three levels to your brain: the primitive brain, the emotional brain, and the analytical brain. The primitive brain collects all the sensory information, your sight, sound, scent, touch, taste, all of that, and sorts for three different things. First of all, it wants to know, is this relevant? Does this make any difference to me at all? And most things don't. About 95% of everything you're exposed to, you just totally ignore. You don't even realize it's there because it doesn't have anything to do with you. The second thing the primitive brain does is if there's too much information or things feel really confusing or overwhelming, it's scary. And the primitive brain says, this is just too much. Ignore it and walk away. The primitive brain is there to protect you, right? And keep you safe. So if there's too much stuff, you're gone. Now, the third thing the primitive brain does is it goes, hey, this is really cool. This is really interesting. And it's right in alignment with something I'm interested in. I need this information. It's relevant to me. Well, when that happens to your primitive brain, suddenly it creates an emotion-laden, benefit-rich soundbite that forms in the brain, and it's pushed up into the second level of your brain. From the primitive brain, it gets pushed into the emotional brain. Now, the emotional brain's a little bit different. I call it emotional sonar. Think about it this way. All this sensory information comes in and it pings your primitive brain. Your primitive brain is saying, what does this mean to me? Is it relevant to me? Do I care? Am I interested? The emotional brain responds with, here's how I feel about this. So what does this mean? Here's how I feel. What does this mean? Here's how I feel. It's ongoing sonar that's perpetually happening throughout the day. And the more comfortable the emotional brain becomes, the more likely the information that you provide is going to get kicked to the highest level of the brain, which is the analytical brain. The analytical brain is where you're evaluating the pros and cons, you're considering benefits, you're reviewing features. That's where you make the final purchase decision.